Good evening, everybody. Many apologies for the slight delay, but it's lovely to see you all. I hope you're all very well, and I hope you are. I hope you've had a good day. So many apologies for the issues that I've just had getting online, but we're here now. So a very good evening. I hope you've all had an excellent week so far. We're going to be looking at three movements tonight. The wonderful Behold God the Lord. We'll follow that with Holy, 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 and Go, Return Upon Thy Way. So these will be these three movements here from the second half of Elijah. We shouldn't overrun tonight. Hopefully, tenors, we've got quite a lot of music to get through, but nowhere near as much as the sopranos and the altos. So great to see you all. Let's get warmed up. If I could invite those of you that are able to stand up for me, just plant those feet shoulders width apart. Thank you. Get those shoulders back, get the neck nice and straight. If you're not able to join us in standing, that is, of course, absolutely fine. Just bring yourself to the edge of your seat, as always. Straighten that back, make the neck nice and long as well, and start to take some nice deep breaths in and out in your own time. Thank you very much indeed. And just rolling those shoulders around. Thank you very much. And just keeping everything nice and loose and nice and gentle. We're going to let our tension drain away. Splendid. And a very good evening to my wonderful colleague Mark, who's going to wield the troll hammer for us, I'm sure, if anybody decides to turn up and impress us with their extensive grasp of the English vernacular. All right, can you bring your shoulders up to your ears, please, everybody? Take a deep breath and let your shoulders fall. Thank you ever so much. Well done. All right, just tilt your head over to one side. And the other way, please. And forwards, please. And to the middle. Wonderful. And we'll roll the head around again, please. Stretch those muscles out. Fabulous. And forwards. Great. And just within those three movements, please, everybody, just let your head roll around. Fantastic. Thank you, folks. We'll do a little bit of a warm-up. Now, we're going to start, as I said, with Then Did Elijah, which will be number 38. And this one is quite high straight out the gate. So, actually, having said we'll start with this, I think what we'll do is we'll start with the last one on the list, which will be Go... where is it gone? There we are. Go, Return Upon Thy Way. So if you could have that one ready, please, folks. We'll do a little bit of a humming warm-up and so on. This will be number 36. And we'll start with a C. Okay, given that's our first note that we'll be singing. Hum that with me. Nice deep breath and off we go. And again, upper semitone. Now, ooh. Again, and same sound, and now an air, deep breath, and now, after me, please, my turn first. Ya, ya, ya. Your turn. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Me, me, me. Great. Yaw, yaw, yaw. Thank you. Ma, ma, ma. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And one more. Me, me, me. Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed, tenors. And if I could ask you, as I've already said, to turn to number 36. This one is a bit lower than the movement I had originally planned for us to start with, just so we can warm into this evening's rehearsal. So number 36, this is a very short little movement. It's just a sort of little choral recitative. It's only 9 bars long, and it's got a really cracking tune for us to enjoy. So if you could all make sure you've found that for me. The first line, Go, Return Upon Thy Way. It's a mezzo forte sound and it crescendos to a forte. When you listen to the recording in a minute, it has a bit of a feel of a rugby crowd. I don't want a great big raucous sound, but I want a big wall of sound, particularly when we hear you singing this in a few months' time. So your first line, go, return upon thy way. It goes like this, 3, 4. Go, return upon thy way. Sing that with me, 3, 4. Go, return upon thy way. Good, and then we come down. For the Lord yet hath left him. Sing that for me, for the Lord. Ready, 1, 2. For the Lord yet hath left him. And then 7,000 in Israel. 1, 2. 7,000 in Israel. And then knees which have not bowed to Baal. After 3, 2, 3. Knees which have not bowed to Baal. Excellent. Let's sing from the beginning to there, please, tenors, and make this a really lovely, rich sound, okay? Really sonorous and really lovely. Go, return. Ready, 3, 4. Go, return upon thy way, for the Lord yet hath left him 7,000 in Israel, knees which have not bowed to Baal. Excellent. So we're on the last bar of page 168, and here we split into first and second tenor. So when we sing this through in a moment, we'll do 2 versions, and I shall play along and sing along with each part. We'll do the second tenor first. So from go, return upon thy way, the last bar of 168, the second tenor part sounds like this. 3, 4. Go, return upon thy way. Go, return, thus the Lord commandeth. And yes, that last bar, you go from the lower note of the 2 to the upper note of the 2, and the last 2 beats, as you can see, the tail's the other way round. So it's Lord commandeth. Okay, let's break that down into easy to manage chunks there. Second tenor, so go, return upon thy way. Last bar of 168 goes 3, 4. Go, return upon thy way. Sing that with me, and go, return upon thy way. And then go, return. Sing that for me, 1, 2. Go, return. And then thus the Lord commandeth. From thus the Lord, 1, 2. Thus the Lord commandeth. Excellent. Thank you, second tenors. And first tenors, last bar of 168. Go, return upon thy way. We go up the arpeggio, so it goes 3, 4. Go, return upon thy way. Go, return, thus the Lord commandeth. Alright, so again, let's break that down into chunks. The first bit, go, return upon thy way. Up the arpeggio, let's sing that together. This is the last bar of 168. Thank you, first tenors. 3, 4. Go, return upon thy way. Go, return. Sorry, it's not go, return. It's go, return. Thus the Lord commandeth. So that second half, starting at the top of 169, go, return, thus the Lord commandeth. Let's have a go at that a couple of times, first tenors. Ready? 1, 2. Go, return, thus the Lord commandeth. And you are the lower note there. Let's sing that whole line, please, first tenors, from go, return upon thy way. Last bar of page 168, okay, the 6th bar of the movement. 3, 4. Go, return upon thy way. Go, return, thus the Lord commandeth. There you have it. Well done, tenors. So we're going to do that twice. We're going to go from the start of that movement. I know it's very, very short. A good place to start, I think. And we'll do it twice. First time we'll do second tenors. Second time will be first tenors. Okay? So sing and play. Sing along with me. I shall sing and play. And let's go from the beginning of the movement. There's your note. And let's sing together. And go, return upon thy way. For the Lord yet hath left him 7,000 in Israel, these which have not bowed to Baal. Second tenors. Go, return upon thy way. Go, return, thus the Lord commandeth. There we are, well done. Notice that slows right down there as it moves into the next movement. So your last two notes, mandeth, will be a little bit slower. Let's do that one more time for the first tenors. Fabulous. So, number 36, one more time, 168 in our free score, I can see 174 in Novello, fabulous. So, once more, here we go, and... Go, return upon thy way, for the Lord yet hath left him 7,000 in Israel, these which have not bowed to... First tenors, remember? Go, return upon thy way. Go, return, thus the Lord commandeth. And there we have it. Oh, sorry, folks. Keep banging the microphone on. Fabulous job. That's the first of three movements learnt tonight. Thank you so much, first and second tenors. So let's go back now, please, to Behold God the Lord, which is number 34. It's page 153 in our free scores. And this is this incredibly dramatic moment. I've been saying to the sopranos and altos, this bit is like the Hollywood blockbuster of choral movements. There are very few, I think, choral movements that can compare with the variety and excitement of this movement. Because, of course, we have a mighty wind, we have an earthquake, we have a fire, we have a tempest, and at the very end we have the still small voice, and that's where God is. God is not in the earthquakes, not in the fires, not in the wind. It's an incredibly exciting and quite challenging movement for us, not in terms of the complexity of it, just in terms of the stamina, because there's such a lot to get through. So let's have a look at this one, please. So as I said, number 34, page 153. Now there's a big opening. The orchestra plays for 5 or 6 bars, and we end up with a big E minor chord. Okay, and the sopranos and altos sing, Behold God the Lord passed by. And there are pauses on their notes, so just watch out. Those notes are going to hold on for just a little bit. Now you're waiting for them to sing, And a mighty wind, in the middle of that first page of the movement. And basses and tenors repeat what the altos and sopranos sing at 1 bar's distance. Okay, so you sing in the middle of 153. After 2 it goes 1, 2, and a mighty wind rent the mountains around. Okay, notice this is almost sotto voce, very breathy sound, and a mighty wind. Okay, I want lots of air in this particular section as we're describing the wind. Okay, and a mighty wind. If you sing my t, you'll get the sound I want. Let's sing that together. Ready? And a mighty wind. After 2, 1, 2. And a mighty wind rent the mountains around. Great. If you can roll your R's, that would be fantastic. We then sing Break in Pieces the Rocks, and this is up an arpeggio. Just notice the 2 notes on break in are the same. Break in pieces the rocks. Okay, let's sing that together. It starts quiet and crescendos to a forte in the space of a bar. So it's break in pieces the rocks. It's a big sound. Ready? Let's sing that. Ready? 1, 2. Break in pieces the rocks. Excellent. If you can roll your R's on rocks, that would be greatly appreciated. Over the page. Break them before the Lord. Break them before the Lord. Listen to those. Break them before. Top of 154. 1, 2. Sorry, I'll do that one more time. So the first one, break them before the... Okay, we've got C naturals. Break them before the Lord. Sing that with me, tenors. And break them before the Lord. Again, break them before the Lord. And then break them before the Lord. With me, break them before the Lord. Very nice. So let's go from your first entry on the preceding page. And a mighty wind. Are ready, tenors? After 2, 1, two, and a mighty wind rent the mountains around, break in pieces the rocks, break them before the Lord, break them before the Lord. Fantastic. And during the second break them before the Lord, can you bring the dynamic down? So we're pianissimo again at the top of page 154. The sopranos and altos set off. And a mighty wind. We echo them again at a bar's distance. So the middle system of 154 we sing. And a mighty wind rent the mountains around, break in pieces the rocks, break them before the Lord. Okay, so let's have a go at that. Okay, those four phrases in the middle of 154. And a mighty wind. Don't forget, quiet and very breathy. Ready? 1, 2. And a mighty wind rent the mountains around, break in pieces the rocks, break them before the Lord. Excellent. One more time. Same thing, just with the right notes this time. Sorry about that. Once more. 1, 2. And a mighty wind rent the mountains around, break in pieces the rocks, break them before the Lord. Excellent. Then over the page. Break them before the Lord. Listen to that. Okay, sing that one for me just at the top of 155. 1, 2. Break them before the Lord. Excellent. So, let's sing the second lot of those. So, in the middle of 154, starting on the B, and a mighty wind. Let's sing that little set there. Okay, middle of 154, middle system, starting on the B, and a mighty wind. Ready? 1, 2. And a mighty wind rent the mountains around, break in pieces the rocks, break them before the Lord, break them before the Lord. Very, very good. And then, but yet the Lord was not in the tempest. Okay, now what I want you to do when we sing but yet the Lord, which we will sing a number of times throughout this movement, I'd like you folks to sing ba tiet, or ba chiet even better. Okay, ba chiet. Okay, as if it was spelled as chiet, spelled C-H-Y-E-T, chiet. Ba chiet the Lord. Okay, that we'll get all the nice sounds there without having to worry about but yet. Okay, with all of the harsh T sounds. So it's but yet the Lord was not in the tempest. Sing that with me, pianissimo. Ready? 1, 2. But yet the Lord was not in the tempest. Excellent. As I said to the sops and altos, please almost whisper that. Okay, it's that there's this big sound, break before the Lord. But yet the Lord was not in the tempest. All right, like a storytelling moment. Okay, fantastic. So we're now in the middle of 155. Another big build-up. We end up in B minor here. And you sing with the altos. Behold God the Lord passeth by. Big, big sound. Let's sing that together after 1, 2, 1. Behold God the Lord passeth by. And we're going to diminuendo through that long note, pass it by, and pause again on Lord and by. So watch me when we move on from that. Okay, now sopranos and altos sing, and the sea was upheaved. Youths follow to bar's distance again. So your and the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. This is the last 2 bars of 155 going over onto 156. It's 1, 2, and the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. Let's sing that together. Last 2 bars of 155. And the sea. 1, 2. And the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. Very good. We then sing, and the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. Just listen to that on the piano. This is the top of 156. 3rd bar. 1, 2. Okay, let's sing that together. Notice it starts loud and ends quietly. Ready? And the sea. 1, 2. And the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. Fantastic. Now, what you'll see above that bit there, shaken, you'll see that the and the sea was upheaved. Up until this point, it's been delivered in pairs, so sopranos and altos and tenors and basses. Here, it's breaking up even more. It's fracturing. So the sopranos come in, and the altos, and the and tenors, and the, so you get and the, 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 and it's a really exciting moment, particularly for the audience and the conductor who's in the middle of all of it, of course. What that means for you is you just sing from the top of the page when you sing, and the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken, and the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken, And the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. The earth was shaken. 1, 2, was shaken. Okay, and a lot of this is obviously derived from the material that we learned earlier on. So back to the middle of 156, please. And the sea was upheaved. Okay, middle of 156, that third bar in the middle system, starting on the A, after the sopranos and altos have sung the and the. Okay, after 2, with me. 1, 2. And the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. And the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. The earth was shaken. 1, 2, was shaken. Excellent. Well done. Let's go back, please, to the bottom of 155. We have plenty of time tonight, tenors. In fact, let's go from the middle of 155. Behold, God the Lord passed by, where you sing with the altos. Ready after 1. Deep breath. 2, 1. Behold, God the Lord passed by. 1, 2. And the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. And the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. And the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. And the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. The earth was shaken. 1, 2, was shaken. And then we're in the middle of 157, we sing, but yet the Lord was not in the earthquake. Okay, listen to that again. Alright, sing that with me, please. But yet the Lord, and remember this is all pianissimo still whispered. Okay, after 2, 1, 2. But yet the Lord was not in the earthquake. Excellent. Now, bottom of 157 is when things get really, really exciting. A fire suddenly is whipped up, and you can see that in the orchestra. There's sudden. And after the earthquake there came a fire, and after the earthquake there came a fire. So your first of these phrases, the last 2 bars of 157 tenors, and after the earthquake, it goes like this. After 1, 2, 1. And after the earthquake there came a fire. Sing that with me. Okay, that first phrase, bottom 157, last 2 bars. After 1, 2, 1. And after the earthquake there came a fire. And then, and after the earthquake there came a fire. Same shape, same notes, apart from the last one, you drop down a 5th instead of a 3rd. So it's, one more time, top of 158, it's, and after the earthquake there came a fire. Alright, the second one of those. Sing with me, please, from the top of 158. So 1, 2, 1. And after the earthquake there came a fire. And then, the sea was upheaved, the earth was shaken. Just listen to that on the piano. The sea was upheaved. 1. Sing that with me, please. The sea was upheaved. 1, 2, 1. The sea was upheaved, the earth was shaken. Great, thank you. Bottom of 158. And after the earthquake there came a fire. It sounds like this. After 1, 2, 1. And after the earthquake there came a fire. Listen to it. Sing that for me, please. Bottom 158. After 1 and after the earthquake. 1, 2, 1. And after the earthquake there came a fire. Great. Excellent. And then over the page, the next 3 bars. And after the earthquake a fire. Listen to that. So I'll play that slowly. 1. And after the earthquake a fire. Sing that with me, please. And after 3, 4, 1. And after the earthquake a fire. Lovely. And notice I'm not singing fire, not making it a 2-syllable sound. I'm singing fa, and just before the end of the note, just raising the jaw slightly to turn the sound from R into a fa. Okay, if you can manage that for me, that would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, you get fire with a y sound in the middle, which isn't desperately pleasing. Okay, so let's run that together, please. Let's go from the bottom of 157. Stay hydrated, please, tenors. And after the earthquake there came a fire. Okay, last 2 bars of 157. There's your note. Ready after one. 1, 2, 1. And after the earthquake there came a fire. And after the earthquake there came a fire. The sea was upheaved, the earth was shaken. And 1. And after the earthquake there came a fire. And after the earthquake a fire. Well done. That's going to take a little bit of practice because that is a bit tricky, I do grant you, tenors. But thankfully it's not a huge section of very, very complicated semiquavers. Just those tricky little leaps. And after the earthquake a fire. Practice that, and that section will really go at a good clip. Now, but yet the Lord was not. This fabulous section at the top of 159. So exciting. So you sing after 1, 2, 1. But yet the Lord, and 1 was not, and 1. But yet the Lord was not in the fire. Okay, so you've noticed already it's not a huge variety in pitches here. It's just one phrase on E, another phrase on E, another phrase starting on an F sharp and back to the E. Okay, but it's the aggression, the attack that we put forward here that's really so exciting. So after me, but yet the Lord. So top of 159, it's 1, 2, 1. But yet the Lord. With me, ready, 2, 1. But yet the Lord was not. Excellent. So let's do those together one more time. But yet the Lord was not, and be really certain about the was not. Okay, ready, 1, 2, 1. But yet the Lord was not. And then, but yet the Lord was not in the fire. Okay, sing that for me after 1, 2, 1. But yet the Lord was not in the fire. Excellent. Then, but yet the Lord was not in the fire. Listen to the notes of that. This is the last bar in the middle of 159. It's 1. Sing that with me, please, tenors, after 1, 2, 1. But yet the Lord was not in the fire. And then, but yet the Lord was not in the fire. But yet the Lord was not in the fire. Which we sing with everybody. All right, so let's go one more time from the top of 159, please, tenors. Your E on But Yet the Lord, the first one of those, and we'll sing then to 160, and then we have, I think, 3 or 4 more pages on this one, and it gets substantially more gentle. All right, the drama is behind us when we get to 160. So But Yet the Lord, ready after 1, 2, 1. But yet the Lord was not. But yet the Lord was not in the fire. But yet the Lord was not in the fire. But yet the Lord was not in the fire. But yet the Lord was not in the fire. Excellent. Well done, everybody. Good. Then we sing. We go up a semitone. It's and after the fire there came a still small voice. Okay, so the note on voice is 9 beats. If you need to stagger the breathing, that's absolutely fine. When you're recording this later on for us, if you run out of air, just fade your voice out, fade it back in, and when enough people send them in and we combine them in the studio, you know, it all just sounds so lovely and smooth. All right, so don't worry if you can't sing all that in one breath. Just fade out, take a breath, and fade back in. But let me play that for you one more time. And after the fire. Okay, it's just those 2 pitches. So from the top of 160 and after it's 1, 2. And after the fire there came a still small voice. Fab. Sing that with me one more time. The whole thing is pianissimo apart from one moment at the start of voice where we crescendo and come back down again. Okay, ready, tenors? Very, very quietly. Nice deep breath. Ready? 1, 2. And after the fire there came a still small voice. Excellent. Thank you very much. Now the sopranos get this lovely tune. And in that still still voice, onward came the Lord. And we tenors, we support that melody along with the rest of the choir when it's sung the second time, middle of 161, middle system, and we sing, and in that still voice, onward came the Lord. Okay, and you might be forgiven for thinking, gosh, that seems to be moving very quickly. It is moving very quickly. Those the notes in the organ piano part below are moving at this sort of so each of those groups of 4 is effectively 1 beat. All right, so these bars, that's a bar. And in that still voice, onward came the Lord. So just be aware the tempo is moving quite quickly. So although the notes look long, they're not. All right, so that, and in that still voice, it just goes down the scale. And then onward came the Lord. So the note on is 5 beats. Let's sing that together. Middle of 161, starting on and in that still voice. Ready after 2, 1, 2. And in that still voice, onward came the Lord. Great, well done. We've then got 2 bars of rest. Doesn't last very long, so it's just 1, 2, and then you're in again. Onward came the Lord, onward came the Lord. Your next 2 phrases, starting on the last bar of 161, and it goes 1, 2, onward came the Lord. Sing that for me, 1, 2, onward came the Lord, and then onward came the Lord. Listen to that again. All right, there's that tritone again, which has been all the way through this work. Okay, sing for me, onward came the Lord, starting on the 3rd bar of 162. Ready? 1, 2. Onward came the Lord. Excellent. So we're now at the top of 162, last bar, starting on an onward came. Okay, so the last bar at the top of 162, starting on the B, goes 1, 2. Onward came. Okay, now the long note on onward is worth 3, and the long note on came is worth 5. So it is onward came. All right. And then lovely moment here. Really, really simple. You just sing as an echo, really, to the altos. You sing, onward came the Lord. Onward came the Lord. All right, so the first time onward came the Lord, you stay on that pitch. Second time, onward came the Lord, down by a semitone. All right, so sing that for me, please, tenors. We're in the middle of 162. We're on an E, and it's just repeating over and over again. Onward came the Lord. Onward came the Lord. All right, come in for me, please. After 2, middle of 162. 1, 2. Onward came the Lord. Onward came the Lord. Great, and then it's onward came the Lord. Okay, so we get the C sharp, up the octave, and then came is three beats, and Lord is 3 beats. So sing that for me, please. Just the last 2 bars of 162. Ready after 2. 1, 2. Onward came the Lord. Great, we're on the last page of this movement. Top of 163. So, this is the last 3 bars, top of 163, and it sounds like this. 1, 2. Onward. Listen to that just on the piano. All right, let's sing that together. This is a long onward from the top of 163. 1, 2. Onward, and then onward came the Lord. And there the on is worth 5 beats and the Lord is worth 6. So let's sing that. Onward came the Lord, the last one, tenors. Ready? 1, 2. Onward came the Lord. There we have it. Goodness me. So we're going to do this entire movement twice, tenors. And if this is your first time encountering this movement, well, you be forgiven for just hanging on for dear life the first time through. There's such a lot going on. Stick with me. First time I'm going to sing and play. Second time I'm just going to play your line loudly on the piano and conduct so you can follow along. All right, now, bear in mind, if you're listening along on headphones or over a speaker, this is a very loud recording, so just watch out. I don't want anybody to damage their hearing. So here we go. Behold God the Lord. Have a drink of water if you haven't had one recently. Right, are we ready? After the sopranos and altos, and a mighty wind rent the mountains around, break in pieces the rocks, break them before the Lord, break them before the Lord. And a mighty wind rent the mountains around, break in pieces the rocks, break them before the Lord, break them before the Lord. But yet the Lord was not in the tempest. Ready? 1, 2, 1. Behold God the Lord passeth by. And the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. And the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. And the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. And the sea was upheaved, and the earth was shaken. The earth was shaken, was shaken. But yet the Lord was not in the earthquake. Here comes the fire. And after the earthquake there came a fire. And after the earthquake there came a fire. The sea was upheaved, the earth was shaken. And after the earthquake there came a fire. And after the earthquake a fire. But yet the Lord was not. But yet the Lord was not in the fire. But yet the Lord was not in the fire. But yet the Lord was not in the fire. But yet the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire there came a still small voice. Sopranos. Here we go. And in that still voice onward came the Lord. And onward came the Lord. Onward came the Lord. And onward came the Lord. Onward came the Lord. Onward came the Lord. Onward came the Lord. Splendid stuff. Isn't that just fabulous? So much fun. And to go from all of that drama to that incredibly sweet, comforting ending is just, was typical Mendelssohn. Absolutely fabulous. So we're going to do that one more time. I'm not going to sing this time. I'm going to play your part and conduct and bring you in. So when you sing back with us later, you've got one with me singing and one without, so you can hear a little bit of the chorus parts. Do please stay hydrated, tenors. This is a big ask, this movement. And after this, just holy, holy, holy to go, and just the one part. So once more, with feeling. Here we go. Deep breath, and fantastic. Well done, tenors. Great job. Okay, so we have one more movement to look at this evening and 15 minutes to do it. That should be absolutely spot on. So over the page, please, everybody, have a sip of drink and rehydrate yourselves. How's everybody doing? Will there be a swell on the last Lord? I would say yes. Josh, that's a really good question. The thing that obviously we're rehearsing along with different versions. The version that we'll be singing along with in a couple of weeks' time, it's only a couple of weeks away, will be our version, the Fieri version, which we've commissioned. And so then I will produce conducting videos for all of the movements. And so if you watch me on those videos, follow my direction. If I want to swell on the last chord, well, I will put one in. All right. I don't think there's one on that recording. I'm pretty sure there will be on ours. Okay, fabulous. So let's have a look at Holy, Holy, Holy. Now, please, everyone, have a look at the page before we throw ourselves at this. There's quite a lot going on. The initial entry is by an alto solo singing a recitative. And recitative, for those who are still learning, is song speech. So above him stood the seraphim, and this really kind of spooky E minor chord. And one cried to another, and you get this lovely solo voice, holy, holy, and then sopranos and altos singing, holy is God the Lord, and then this enormous sound as the full choir and orchestra and, or in our case, organ, come belting in. Holy, holy, holy is God the Lord. And your first line then, tenors, singing forte is holy, holy, holy is God the Lord. Okay, now for those who are, I've just had a thought, I should imagine somebody going, which line are we singing? My apologies. So it's the 7th line down from the top. Okay, the top 4 lines are solo, then it goes treble chorus, alto chorus, tenor. Okay, so you either think of it as the 7th line down or the 4th line up, if you including the piano part. All right, you might just want to mark that in. Sorry, I should have said. So let's sing that again. The 7th line down from the top, the tenor line, holy, holy, holy is God the Lord. Here we go. 3, 4. Holy, holy, holy is God the Lord. Excellent, and as big and majestic a sound as you can make there, please. Then the solos sing the Lord Sabaoth. Now we're going to sing Sabaoth, please. And your line goes, the Lord Sabaoth. And this is a big sound, so listen to that again. This is the top of 165, 2, 3. The Lord Sabaoth. And make that ascending line nice and bright, particularly the F sharp. Let's sing that together. The Lord. 1, 2, 3. The Lord Sabaoth. Very, very good. Thank you. Now there's 3 bars, I think, of soprano and lovely. Now we come in at the bottom of 165. Now just before we come in, there's a D minor chord. Now think down 4 notes. Your next line is there. Okay, so your line at the bottom 165 goes, now his glory hath filled all the earth. Okay, so it's just climbing by step. It's pianissimo. Sing it with me. Now his glory. 3, 4. Now his glory hath filled all the earth. Lovely. It's all quiet. And then hath filled all the earth. Hath filled all the earth. Okay, that was the last, what was that? The last bar of 165 and the first 3 bars of 166. So let's sing from there, please. Last bar of 165. This is hath starting on a B. Ready? 3, 4. Hath filled all the earth. Hath filled all the earth. And there is a crescendo and diminuendo there. So it's hath filled all the earth. Let's sing that whole bit, please. From the bottom of 165, your first entry, now his glory hath filled all the earth. I appreciate this is low in your register. This is because Mendelssohn's using all 8 parts, 8 voices, and so he's not going to take you up to the upper register for a little bit. Okay, so bottom of 165, starting on the A, pianissimo. 2, 3, 4. Now his glory hath filled all the earth. Hath filled all the earth, hath filled all the earth. Excellent. Thank you very much indeed, tenors. Now you need to keep that G in your head because your next note, is a G. No, actually, no, your next note is an A. No, it's not. It's an F. Excuse me. I'm going to have a sip of drink and an eye test, I think. Now your next note is a tone lower. All right, so you just sang at the top of 166. Hath filled all the earth. Then you got 6 beats rest. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You then sing. Now his glory hath filled all the earth. All right, so let's sing that together. 166. Last bar at the top. It's piano for 2 bars or so. Ready? 2, 3, 4. Now his glory hath filled all the earth. Great. Then, on that note, on earth, you're supposed to suddenly become forte. So, filled all the earth, all is God the Lord. Okay, your holy comes in on the second beat. So let's just look at that. The holy is God the Lord after 1 and 1. Holy is God the Lord. Sing that with me after 1 and 1. Holy is God the Lord. Great. Let's do the let's run into that. So from Now His Glory hath filled, please, at the top of 166. Let's do that, please, starting on the F. Top of 166, last bar. 2, 3, 4. Now His glory hath filled all the earth. All is God the Lord. And then, now His glory hath filled all the earth. This is the last 2 bars of 166. Alright, sing that with me, please, tenors. Last 2 bars of 166, starting pianissimo. 2, 3, 4. Now His glory hath filled all the earth. Okay, and earth is 5 beats. It carries on through the bar and over the bar line, and it's a big, big sound on earth, and you pull back as you sing it, so it's earth. Okay, now we're now at the top of 167, and we've got about a page to go in this movement. So this next page or so, this next, I suppose, 8 to 10 bars, there are a couple of little bits that I think you're just going to need to practice, because some slightly unexpected leaps. So from the top of 167, second bar, we've got filled all, hath filled all the earth. Let's hear that, starting on the A. 3, 4, 1. Filled all. Oops. That's not how that goes at all. Let's do it again. Filled all. Second bar of 167 and 1. Filled all, hath filled all the earth. So you see, it's a slightly unusual line. So let's break that up into chunks. Let's do the first filled all, which is just the A to the G. So it's 1 filled all with me, and 1 filled all, and then let's have hath filled all. Let's sing that 3 times, and 1 hath filled all, hath filled all. Last time, hath filled all, and then all the earth, and all the earth. So let's put that all together. So from your filled all, second bar of 167, and put that all together. 3, 4, 1. Filled all, hath filled all the earth. Well done. Well done. Then, now His glory hath filled all the earth. This is the last part at the top of 167. Now His glory, sing that for me after 1, 3, 4, 1. Now His glory hath filled all the earth. And then, His glory now hath filled all the earth. So, similar to what we did before, but this, again, this is tricky. So His glory, the last 3.5 bars at the bottom of 167. Listen to this. Okay, let's again break that down. Let's sing His glory. Listen to it. 1, 2. His glory. That's tricky, isn't it? Let's sing His glory now. His glory now. Let's do that 3 times. And 1, 2. His glory now. His glory. Last time. His glory now. And then hath filled all the earth, which we sang before. So let's sing from His glory. Second bar, bottom of 167 after 2. 1, 2. His glory now hath filled all the earth. And then to the end. Now His glory hath filled all the earth, hath filled all the earth. Okay, just those 3 pitches, the high C, the low C, and the G. So sing for me the last was it 4 or 5 bars? Now His glory, starting on the C, 3, 4, 1. Now His glory hath filled all the earth, hath filled all the earth. And there will be a swell there. Now, we're going to sing that twice. Once with me singing and playing, and once with me just playing. The second time we will go on into Go, Return Upon Thy Way. So be ready for that. And well done, tenors. Excellent job. Do have a drink. This is tricky, I do grant you. The sopranos and altos had a tough time with this one as well, just because of those slightly unusual leaps. So do spend a bit of time with the tricky bits on this one. There are some very, very singable bits, but the bits that need practice are the rough bits, of course. So cheers. Let us go from the beginning, please. And so we'll have, it's going to pick up halfway through that first alto solo. You'll hear Seraphim, Chorda, One Cry to Another, and we'll be in 4 bars later. So here we go, everyone. Okay, here's the treble solo at the start. Bar 2. This is going to be a loud chord when the choir come in. Just be ready. There's your note. And holy, holy, holy is God the Lord. 2 and the Lord Sabaoth. 2, 3, 4. Now His glory hath filled all the earth, hath filled all the earth, hath filled all the earth. And now His glory hath filled all the earth. Holy is God the Lord. Now His glory hath filled all the earth. Filled all, hath filled all the earth. Now His glory hath filled all the earth. His glory now hath filled all the earth. Now His glory hath filled all the earth, hath filled. I've got to wait for the soprano. Fabulous. So yes, just that last cadence as we're waiting. All of the, listen to the soprano, and we can place that last note there. Okay, let's do that one more time. Chris is asking, will it be possible to have our lovely tenor from Fieri singing our part slightly louder? Yes, we will produce for each part. There will be an individual video for each part, which is going to be a lot of work for us. But when you sing along, your part will be louder when it comes to record. All right, so thank you for asking, and yes, we'll make sure that happens. So we're going to sing this one more time. It'll go into Go Return Upon Thy Way, and that'll be it for tonight. So thank you so much, tenors. Lots of notes, but I think we've done a great job tonight. Do please come along tomorrow if you fancy singing with the basses. But of course, the next time I see everybody all together will be on Monday for our full choir rehearsal. We are so close to the end. We'll be listening, in fact, to the last 4 movements. And then next week, we'll get through either 3 or 4. We'll decide. And then we've only got a week before we're singing this. So can't wait to work on it with you. And if you're leaving now, have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Otherwise, let's do that just one more time. So let's have fun. And now sing with me. Go, return upon my way, for the Lord yet hath left him 7,000 in Israel, knees which have not bowed to Baal. Go, fantastic. Well done, everybody. Well sung and well learnt. I hope you enjoyed tonight. As I said, I'll see you tomorrow if you want to come along and sing with the basses. Otherwise, it'll be Monday. If you haven't signed up for Lift Thine Eyes for our concert that we're putting on in November for the benefit of the choir, then you've still got time to do that. And do please get as many people as you can to sign up for it. It's going to be an amazing event. So I'll see you all very soon, tenors. Thank you so much for being here and take care. Bye-bye.